Hello and welcome to Leadership 675, Inclusive Leadership as part of the Masters of Leadership at Wartburg College. My name is Dr. Amy Pilcher. I have been at Wartburg since 2018. I'm currently in my sixth year. I have been with the Masters of Leadership program through the beginning and was one of the faculty who worked on the development of the original curriculum for the program. Now, the curriculum has changed and been modified through the beginning of the program as we have learned and worked with students and been implementing the program. So I've been with Wartburg multiple years. I went to the same PhD program actually with Dr. Michael Gleason. We went through the same PhD program in educational administration and leadership at Iowa State University and had similar experiences as part of our grad school experience. Um, in my free time when I'm not teaching, I enjoy spending time with my family. One of the things that we like to do is play board games. I've included some pictures of that in this PowerPoint slide. Also, we do competitive taekwondo and competitive martial arts, and we attend comic fests with each other, Comic Cons, and gaming conventions with each other. In fact, my son and I have a major gaming convention coming up at the end of March that we're currently in preparations for. So I have multiple hobbies. I am very much what someone would describe as geeky in my hobbies and like to do a lot of things with my family. I consider myself a lifelong learner. I am interested in uh, continuous development, continuing learning. I believe we actually never stop learning and developing as humans, and there's always opportunity to learn new things. So, about this class. This class is running during the first 8 weeks of winter term 2024. The class starts on Monday, January 8th, 2024, and ends on February 28th. The class is online in Canvas, and all of your course information will be in Canvas. This class is focused on what is called inclusive leadership. In addition to learning about inclusive leadership theories, we will also be looking at what makes an inclusive workplace and what makes an inclusive leader. The two required books for the textbook are Imagine Belonging by Rhodes Perry. I reviewed a very large stack of leadership books that came out about inclusive leadership, DEI, and inclusiveness within the workplace. And this one came to the top of my pile. What I did first was seek out what are the top 20 books rated in this, and then after reviewing all 20 of those, this is the one I settled on. That does not mean that it's a perfect book, but it means it's closer to the content we're hoping to impart than any other book that we could find on the subject matter. Additionally, um, we have this book called Surrounded by Idiots. Now, the book is focused on what is called the DISC model. And the DISC model is a model that there are 4 different types of human behavior. This author has defined those as the colors red, yellow, green, and blue. What this book focuses on is different people's communication within the workplace and how people work differently. Um, this was actually one of the last cohort's favorite books out of the entire program. So I hope that this cohort will enjoy it also. There is an optional book also listed in the campus bookstore, and that is called What If Stories for Diversity. I am sharing PDFs of some of the stories from that book throughout the class as some of you are reading under the uh, educational copyright laws that says that instructors can share portions of books for free without violating copyright laws as long as it is being used for an educational purpose. I include that as an optional book because there are a lot of different thought pieces in there. I'm not even including a fraction of them in this course. And as students in the previous cohort greatly appreciated the readings from that, you might also appreciate those readings and be interested in having access to the full book. So what are the course learning outcomes for this course? Well, first is to recognize the intersection of gender, race, social class, ageism, ableism, sexual orientation, and etc., because that list goes on to cover a multitude of identities, both within yourself and in the US society. So the first half of this group or this course focuses more on individual identity and the intersections within your individual identity, and then moves on to identity within organizations and how do we work with all of these various identities within our organizations. We're going to analyze the role of social empowerment and social justice at the individual, institutional, and social levels, identify how previous leadership theories and skills that you've learned interact with and influence our socially constructed identities. So one of the weeks, we're going to talk about how identity is socially constructed and the different ways in which an individual's identity are socially constructed. And then investigating the concept of identity and the difference employees bring to the workplace. Also recognizing how to embrace different identities in ways that facilitate and improve your organization. Uh, Throughout the course, you're going to have various assignments. You will have regular discussions and weekly reflections based on the course readings and the course content. There are several videos in this course, different TED Talks about different topics, and experts sharing information about various topics. The IDI assessment and debrief. So you should receive an email inviting you to take the IDI assessment and giving you a login and password for this assessment. This assessment needs to be completed before January 14th. This is an intercultural development assessment, and it tells you where on a scale you are for intercultural awareness. There's more information in a short video posted in Canvas about how this assessment works and what it measures. Additionally, we will talk more about this during your individual debrief meeting. As part of the IDI assessment, you are required to have a debrief meeting with a qualified IDI administrator. Myself and Dr. Teresa Moore are the current qualified administrators on campus. That debrief needs to happen before January 21st. If you have not received the IDI assessment email invitation and login information, please contact me because as an administrator, I have copies of your login and password, please check your junk mail also to see if it has gone there, or your spam folder. It will be issued to your Wartburg email address. Your intersections of identity paper, the cross-cultural competence growth plan, the intersections of identity paper will be due in week 4. And there is more information about that in Canvas, and we will talk about it more as we get closer to the due date. The cross-cultural competence growth plan is due in week 5, and the diversity and inclusion strategy is due in week 7. Okay. Um, this online course etiquette is from Canvas. It's posted in every single Canvas class and in every single one of your graduate classes and student information. I also have some course etiquette things posted in the syllabus for this class. And really, what we're just asking is that we respect each other. We respect the conversations that we have in this class, as we are going to be talking about diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice. We are going to hit a number of sensitive topics. We will also, sometimes it is very difficult to have these conversations without also just getting into personal values, personal beliefs, and political beliefs, and areas in which our deep beliefs and values do not agree with our classmates' deep beliefs and values. And what I ask that you respect your classmates, even if you don't agree with them or if your beliefs are in conflict with each other. Anytime that we have a class that covers these types of concepts, that it is possible to get into these types of discussions and situations where we adamantly disagree with each other. I look forward to having a great semester. I really love this class. It's my absolute favorite class to teach. I really enjoy learning about students during this class, watching students grow and sharing this information. I'm very passionate about the information that is shared in this class, and I hope everyone enjoys this class as much as I do. Here's to a fantastic 8 weeks.